Hello everyone, this is Poe, and today I'd like to just give my opinion on what I'd like as a focus on DLC for the game when it comes to DLC skins. So as you can see here, I'm not sponsored by Samurai Shodown, but look, it's on sale, okay, in case you guys want it for 15 bucks less. It is Black Friday week after all, but I wanted to show you guys that with these I don't know why Shizumaru's not here at all, but is what the PSN shop has to offer. And as you can see here, I think these two promotionally you could have got free in a certain way in the beginning. I think Gendro in Asia was free for pre-order. I think that's why I got Nakaruru for free here. But for the most part, if you missed all that, they're gonna be $3 a pop, all of these retro 3D skins. And with that said, Rimururu, Basara, and Kazuki all come with this skin. But what bothers me is last week when I checked out Kazuki's skin, I was just looking at the retro 3D's face, and this thing does not want to exist in our plane of existence anymore. This guy is just so sad and lifeless, and compared to the expression the actual Kazuki has on his face, it's just kind of hard to look at. He almost looks like Sloth from the Goonies to me. And I'm over here thinking, I'm like, why is this thing still going on? Why are we still getting, whose initiative was the retro 3D skins? Are we gonna get them all throughout season 2 as well? Is this just gonna be a thing? Like, and here's where I have an issue, guys. Look, at the beginning there was a definite divide in the community when it came to at least one main character on how she looked, and that's Charlotte. A lot of people were divided on whether they like the new look versus the old one. That should have been a quick fix. Even if it's something like, let's say like, oh, we wanted her to look different for season 2 or whenever the part 2 comes out for the games, to show kind of like some kind of progression or something with her character, which doesn't matter to fighting game people, doesn't. So that could have been something that somebody in SNK could have been like, you know what, let's get somebody, let's get the lady that we hired to make all of the new redesigns for these characters, have her do a redesign of the original way Charlotte looked, and then let's pump it out. Let's make a DLC to appease everybody, because we've been doing things already to appease this community anyway, to make sure they stick with our game. And that hasn't happened. It's been these retro skins. And what I'm worried about, this scenario I'm worried about, right? Let me show you guys. Now again, let me make sure I'm making myself clear, and this is my own opinion on how I think they should go about things. And I really appreciate that we're getting this content. They don't have to give us this extra content when it comes to their DLC characters, or the 2 to 3, it was 3, yeah, like the 3 extra stages that have come out since the game's release. But let's put out a hypothetical here. Let's just this scenario right now is at a highly watched big grand finale tournament, grand finals, and for some reason the 2 competitors are choosing the 3D model, and then they're choosing this Sumida River stage, which is a great stage, but if you look at everybody in the background, they look like they've unlocked their retro 3D skins as well. You know, there's not that much detail there, but again, I appreciate that they're giving us all this content as the game goes on. But given that scenario, and I'm like a new person coming in wondering, you know, what game this is, I'm looking at this thing going, what year is this? Why are they playing this game? You know, it's like, what is this 3D? Like, is this really that cool to you guys? Like, for me personally, this is what I would want. This is the point I'm getting to. This is my personal preference. You tell me down below in the comments what you would want as skins for this game. So here's what I would want. I would want the Samurai Shodown Sen versions of Hanzo and Galford, because they look the most radically different that they have before, and Hanzo doesn't have his silly big ass shoulder pads that he has for his initial design. Any Kyoshiro from Samurai Shodown 1, Samurai Shodown Sen, when he's like a big muddy muted colored like design. I'd still want that. It looks a little different. And of course, like his Samurai Shodown 3, where he's like jacked up and he wants to flex on everybody because he's been in the gym. Charlotte Samurai Shodown 1, just for everybody's sake. I don't really care about Charlotte. She's kind of a boring character to me, but people really love Charlotte. She's a character that everybody likes. She's a fan favorite. right? So why not give her Samurai Shodown 1 skin like I mentioned before? And even like there's a variation of for her from Samurai Shodown Sen, there's a variation on how she looks, that she looks more or less like her Samurai Shodown 1 version, but just slightly different. But put them both in. Rimuru with the long dress from Samurai Shodown 3 and the Elemental Guardians game. She had a long dress like her sister. That seems like an easy DLC to put in there. Loose hair Ukyo, of course. Same thing. You can just leave him the same. Just take his hair loose. That's another thing people wanted. Like some people didn't like his hair in a ponytail. That seems like an easy fix. Maybe some Genjiro with half of his kimono on, like he usually has in like a bunch of art and fan art, where like it's not completely off for fighting, but maybe like only one sleeve is on, or maybe even have the whole thing on. Like, you know, easy. Or Haomaru. Lastly, Haomaru as the battle-worn protagonist. Ryu's done it before, where it's just like it's a version of him where he's been through a big battle. Haomaru's coming out for Soul Calibur 6 as well, and there I believe the armor and stuff comes off. Maybe battle-worn Haomaru can come out around the same time as his Soul Calibur 6 version of himself, whenever that happens. Anyway, let me know down below, guys. Again, I appreciate all of the extra content SNK is putting out when the DLCs come out, but I think just a direction on where their resources go could do better for the community on how hyped they would be for the stuff that they release. Thanks a lot for listening, guys. Support down below.